Next this lunchtime, electronic bikes or e-bikes are for some a nippy way to get around that helps reduce congestion, but for others they cause major safety concerns. And now surgeons in London are warning that they're seeing an increasing number of injuries caused by e-bikes to pedestrians as well as riders. Carl Mercer has the story.
So to give him extra stability for his non-union anyway, we'll put in a bigger nail.
We're in the morning meeting on the orthopaedics trauma ward at the Royal London Hospital. As they talk through the cases, a familiar theme pops up.
A 32-year-old fit and well student. A couple of days ago, he fell off an e-bike, sustaining a closed left tibial plateau fracture.
6-year-old girl, she was hit by an electric bike. She had a closed tib fib fracture.
And this is the little girl they're talking about. 6-year-old Frida was hit by an e-bike as she played in the park at the weekend. It broke her leg.
I think by the time he actually hit her, he'd slowed a lot, but they're so heavy, these things, that he came off it onto her. The bike landed on top of her. And when they took the bike off and she tried to stand up, but her left leg was just shattered.
She's one of 150 such cases to come through this Royal London unit in the past 6 months.
This is an injury to the lower limb, so it's the tibia and the fibula there, and you can see both the bones are broken there.
Surgeon Jason Patel is seeing more and more cases like this.
We've looked at the difference between the patients that are coming with e-bike injuries and those that are having injuries from traditional bikes. So if you have an injury with an e-bike, you are twice as likely to have an injury that requires an operation, and you're definitely more likely to get a more severe injury as well. It's a massive burden on our department, and I'm sure it's the same across the whole of London. And if we can reduce the number of patients coming in with these sorts of injuries, it would be great for the patients, obviously, but also takes a massive pressure off us in the NHS. Jason
deals with lower limb injuries. Just along the corridor, his colleague Nick does the upper ones.
A cyclist falls off their bike, put their hand out to break their fall. The force is transmitted up through the collarbone and it explodes. The difficulty with the e-bikes is they're so much heavier that people don't have as much control, so it's much harder to nip in and out of traffic. And also, I think people who jump on e-bikes tend not to be cyclists, not to cycle as much in London, aren't used to the traffic, so perhaps are more prone to injuries.
Over recent days, of course, thousands of Londoners have taken to e-bikes to help beat the strikes. Both surgeons here are supportive of the rise in cycling. The exercise, they say, is good, but they want a bit better regulation of the industry, something that could be on the way.
We need to ensure that the vehicles are safe, there's parking, they're not scattered all over the pavements, that the batteries are all safe, etc, etc. I'm really delighted that government have now indicated in their English devolution bill that London and other cities across the UK will be getting those powers. So again, we can start regulating that to ensure that they're safe for people to use and operate while they get around.
And the Department for Transport told us that all e-bikes must meet strict regulations, and police do have power to seize those that aren't compliant. They're also proposing new offences and penalties for dangerous cycling.